penny in my pocket. Hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
I bet you didn't expect to see us so soon.
Nope.
Right, so what's happened?
Well, we're back from Florida, obviously.
Back from Florida. Slightly tanned in certain places.
Yeah.
But we're not sharing white bits with you or anything. Great time, so that was all good.
Yeah, weather perfect.
But back to Earth with a bit of a crash, a bump. Not on the plane, but while we was away, you guys have probably seen already that the French government closed the border to tourists from the UK. So that's really completely scuppered our plans to head to Spain for the winter. Now, there are other options, I guess. I'm pretty sure that Holland is still open for travel, but I'm not sure. Belgium isn't. Spain is. So the real one on that list was Spain, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So down to Santander from Portsmouth. That's going to cost us pretty much £750 each way for the van.
Plus COVID test.
Yeah, so COVID tests, we've already spent £520 on COVID tests with America, and also our 2 tests to go out to Spain. So we're hoping to get a refund on those, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which I have applied for. So basically the numbers, even if we could get there, the numbers are pretty high. We haven't got a big fat bank account, have we? In fact, we were just enough to, we weren't even sure we got enough money to stay in Spain, had we really?
No.
But we was going to do our best, budget down there. So basically, and another thing, we could do all that, couldn't we? Get to Spain.
And then they go in lockdown.
And we've already heard rumours of that, haven't we? Because
Yeah.
we've got friends down there in vans and live down there.
And they're saying how quiet it is out there as well. So it might not be the best experience for us to go anyway.
Yeah, well, we've seen already, haven't we,
Things
that
been closed and stuff.
a lot of bars and stuff. Not that we'd have the money to spend in bars, to be honest, but it looks like a lot of those have already shut down, haven't they?
Yeah.
For till next
The winter,
season, they've just
yeah.
gone. There's
not worth
there's
it.
not enough people around, is there? So
No.
they've. So we've done our crying and tears and upset and anger.
And then we're back. We've got a full circle.
So all we can really do, and it's taken out of our hands to a large extent, is to press on with our boat build and hope we've got enough money to try and travel later in the year, eh?
Yeah.
So one of our trips we wanted to do was the Scandinavian thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which we'd normally try and do late summer, autumn, before the snows came and stuff. So
That might be a possibility.
that might be a
look at
possibility, hasn't it? So we've got a voucher for our ferry. I think we had about 170 quid back off our ferry in a voucher, so we can bank that sort of, can't we? So we're pressing on with the boat. We've just dusted ourselves off a little bit, haven't we? And well, actually, I'm dusty as hell today, but anyway, we've dusted ourselves off, and we've been off spending, haven't we? So we bought some.
We have.
We bought some radiators. We bought a telly. What do you want a telly for? You haven't yet. All become clear. We bought our radiators, our towel rail. We're waiting for our delivery time on the rest of the thermo wood, aren't we?
Yeah.
And what else did
We've ordered the window surrounds trim.
the window trims?
Frames.
They're called something, not surrounds, not frames. I forgot what they're called. But anyway, the inner frames that they're called something. I forgot what they're called. There is a proper name for them. Anyway, we've ordered them, so they should be with us. So we can, once we've got those, we can really press on with the sides, can't we?
Yeah,
We can get the roof finished. I think that'll probably be a 3 or 4 week delivery time, maybe with Christmas and New Year, maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
We've looked at the flooring we want, so we know where that is and when we're going to get that. So our plan is to try and make the boat
Livable.
yeah, sort of, yeah, livable, habitable, maybe a bolt hole, whatever. So
Camping.
well, yeah, not sleeping in here. As you guys know, we're sort of earning our stripes, I think, because we're living in our van. luckily for us, we've just managed to secure a power supply, which makes us a little bit warmer. But you know, we're going to be living in our van through January, February, and we didn't plan to. So when we said about the telly, what we're going to try and do is work from the bow doors back, and make this bit habitable. So we've got hope.
So mainly all this saloon part up to the dining room, was it? Up to
Including the dinette, up to the kitchen, leaving the kitchen space free. So we make this a little bit habitable. We've got our radiators. We want to try and commission our diesel stove, put our floor in, get all this finished.
Get the wall in. I was going to try
get the wall in for the bathroom,
so we can secure this, make this area warm, innit, really?
Yeah, and the reason the bathroom wall will go in is then off your floor all the way through, right through the kitchen in one foul swoop. So no cutting, no round fiddly bits and stuff, just put a floor right the way through. So we're going to try and make this just a place where we can sit and relax, watch telly.
Put the fire on.
Put the fire on. Yeah, the fire's a few weeks away. We can have something to eat at the dinette and that sort of stuff. And for now, we'll still sleep in the van. At the end of the day, you know, if we're warm, it's no big deal. But at least, and it's going to be.
It allows us to do a bit more work a bit later in the night.
That's true as well.
That's
We can potter around later at night. Potter around late at night like ghosts. We can do a bit more work and stretch the nights out a little bit. So it wouldn't take me very much to actually get all the lights up and working. So that's on the to-do list. Like everything with a boat, it's not like we just put some flooring down. There's tons of stuff. I've got to get the water tank out. We're going to insulate that, aren't we? We've got to get the lintel, these half, the half put down, and I've got to cut that as well. I've got to also put heat-proof stuff around the fire, water pump in there, run pipes all the way for the radiators, leaving space for the calorifier as well, which we won't have yet. But anyway, there's a lot of things that you've got to do before you get to get comfortable. So we're going to hit January as hard as we possibly can, aren't we? With just boat work.
Yeah.
Fran's done a little bit of work this week, and we'll probably make ourselves available for work sometime in February, I think, and try and get as much done here as possible. So we're trying to spin it round as a bit of a positive.
Yeah.
Bloody hard to do right now, but
it's hard when you've just come back from 83 degrees.
83 degrees to this.
To this. Oh.
But yeah, there we go. So.
Hey ho.
I'm
Keep smiling.
You keep, well, hey, what chance you got? What choice you got? What choice you got? So we're going to get on with some of the jobs now and push on and try and make this livable, aren't we?
Yep.
So yeah, we're back. we didn't go very far. Well, we did go far, but we're not for very long. But yeah, we're just going to press on, aren't we? That's what we can do.
Yeah.
And hope. I think living in the van is causing us a few. Not issues.
Sleep issues more than anything.
Not issues. Oh God, jet lag's been awful this week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, been awful, but you
Not
know.
that we're not sleeping, and it's not that it's not comfortable or anything like that. I think, I don't know. We've been in it 7 months, haven't we?
Yeah.
Already. So I think we've done pretty well.
That's more than that now, isn't it? End of March.
Weren't so bad in the summer, was it? Because obviously we was able to be outside most of the time. But now you're just cooped up. It's the nights are long. The nights are longer, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's another thing.
You can't really stretch out and.
You know, 4:30, it's pitch bloody black. So we can't really work in here because it's too dark, and then it's a long night in the van. Then, isn't
it? But it won't take me long to get some lights in here. I'll get some lights in here.
Well, that's the plan, isn't it? That's what we're gonna. That's
get some lights in here, and we're gonna press on in here, aren't we?
Then we can work a few hours longer in here then.
Yeah.
So use our nights up a little bit.
I guess nothing else to say, but let's get cracking, shall we? Okay, so Fran's just gone off to do a little bit of work. So following on from what we were just saying, everything's got to be sort of moved from the bow area back, which will allow us to build a sort of a living area there. So we're not worried about the bathroom at the moment, because we've got all those services here in the marina. We're not too worried about the sleeping at the moment because we've got the van. Yeah, it's all just actually because I just spoke to the guy in the marina. I do a lot of work in the marina. They're actually letting me plug the van into a main supply. So that will certainly help us out, allow us to keep a radiator in. So it's not great, it's not perfect, but we're just trying to make the best of it. So plan for today, I've got to measure the windows so I can get the surrounds ordered. I've got to get the steel water tank out so I can insulate the tank, put that back. Couldn't get any of the insulation I wanted, so I'm gonna have to wait for that, but I can do that. I can do that after, and then start to look at the fire hearth, the marble plinth I've got to cut, measure up the flue and all that sort of stuff. So I'm trying to get some heat in here as well. As always, it's not about just putting a floor in. Happy days. There are so many things I've got to do before I get to that point that you really have to just stop and check yourself back a little bit, because if I don't, I'll do things that will stop me doing other things later on. So I still have to follow a process to a point, so I don't trap myself and put things in that I can't get to or change later. So I've got to get all this stuff moved, and I think as well, start to look at how much rubbish we've got here, how much stuff I can try and get rid of that probably I'm not going to use. I've been sort of hoarding a lot of stuff, lots of wood offcuts and things, but I think the time now is to reduce some of that clutter a little bit. So if it is a piece of scrap wood that doesn't look like it's got any purpose, I'm just going to cut it up and burn it in the van. So, right, I'll get on. So it might seem a bit strange, I'm hanging the TV bracket up. You would think, of all the stuff you've got to do, the TV bracket would be way down the list, and it, let's be honest, it is. But as you saw earlier, we had bought the TV and the radiators, and they're taking up quite a bit of space really. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hang the TV bracket. I'm going to have to cover the TV so I don't want to get dust all and stuff in it. Hang the radiators just so they have a place, because those boxes are quite big, and space is a premium for me. So I am going to hang this just to get it out of the way really. Of course I'm going to have to put something in front of it, because sort of the last thing I want is a big gouge down the front of the screen. Sorry, that was a runaway washer that went down there. So, useless addition, certainly for a boat, spirit level. Not going to need that. But I'll do this, then I can tackle that water tank and get that out. Really not looking forward to that, actually. That might be quite a job. But we'll see, we'll see. Right, let's get this up. I think those are long enough. Got plenty of space at the back of here. I've just pre-drilled that. Let's get there in the middle somewhere. It's about there. Now, what should I go off there? Should I measure it? 76. Hey, that's not bad. 76. I think I'll work with that. That'll be handy. Can use that for a bit. So this is this is me and Fran's Christmas present to each other. It's only a 32-inch. I did look. Oh, I didn't realise they didn't make 36-inch tellies anymore. Or if maybe they do, but I couldn't find any. But the next one up seemed to be 40, 41, 42, 43 or something inch. A bit excessive for what we want. So I think that's going to be something like there. The washers are never big enough on these things. So how did that go in there? It won't come back out. Ah, there it is. Oh look, a kit of useless bits. Even if it's coming over and watching a bit of Netflix or YouTube and stuff, which we don't actually watch that much normal telly really. In fact, I don't think we watch normal telly, well, not at all, but very, very rarely. Right, that doesn't stick out too bad. See, this plasticky stuff attracts all the dust. I think he wants a slight uppy adjustment here, just slightly. I'm going to build a surround around there at some point. No time soon, I don't think. So. Not that far away. There are some little screws at the bottom of here. They are an absolute pig to find. Oh. I'm just going to nip one up. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could have got away with a 36, couldn't find one. But I think 40 inches would have been just too big there. And how much telly do we want to watch? So, yeah. That'll do. So I'm just going to put that cardboard all over that, put the bag over it. Just to stop all dust and stuff getting in it. But at least it's got a home now, and I can sort of, can't forget, and get rid of the boxes and all that sort of thing. Because that's one thing, packaging, geez, there's so much of it. So I'll protect that up with some cardboard. And then I'll look at the radiators, I think. Or maybe this one here where the dinette's going to be. Good job. Why is everything so heavy? Okay. So there's one of our blingy radiators. Well, blingy? No. One for the dinette area, one for the bedroom, and we've got a towel rail for the bathroom. That's all we're having. As you may or may not know, some guys with us for a while, there's a back boiler on the diesel stove, and that's going to run our radiators and spread some of that heat down the boat. So basically what happens is, that's a 5 kilowatt stove, diesel stove from Bubble. When you use the back boiler, basically it reduces the stove itself output to 3 kilowatt, and then the 2 kilowatt is pulled out of that stove and distributed around the radiators using a pump. So we're trying to get away from, well, what we're trying, not away from, but to a point where that heat is distributed, because I didn't really want to put the stove that far up the front, but the way it's gone, that's the way it has to be. But it really doesn't matter where that stove is, because we will have that distributed heat along the boat. And this one that's where the dinette is part of the kitchen as well, so this will keep that heat distributed along the kitchen as well. So nice radiators, something a bit not too modern, but yeah, nice looking radiator. And also I just want to hang these up so they're just out of the way because the boxes are so big. Right, let's get these hung up something like, shall we? Another bag of useless bits. Maybe I could use the washers. Yeah. That is one thing you find as well. When you're bringing stuff home to fit to the boat, you'll find that all the fixings they give you are designed to fit into plasterboard. So they're not gonna work for us, are they? So I need to go on the hunt for some screws. Right, so I'm gonna drop that down one. That looks a bit more like it. Yeah, because I've got to allow for the boxing again that will hold all the pipe work along the bottom, and enough for the valve. So, and again, I'm using the floor as picky uppy, using the floor as the reference, just checking by eye. I know the camera makes that look really squiff, but I was gonna say I'll stand back. I don't mind to stand back too. There's no way to stand back to. So that cannot be far away if we're parallel to the floor. In theory. In theory. So again, I'm going in centres. TV's in the centre of that window. Radiator's going to be in the centre of this window. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. So that one is actually the centre. That one. And these radiators, this particular one, just sits on those brackets. Look. So nice and neat, and it won't stick out too far either, I don't think. So I think we'll put the brackets 2 in. And that way they'll just... Now how I'm going to mark those is going to be a challenge all of its own, I think. Or is it? Oh, maybe I could do it. It's where I need my glamorous assistant. I noticed these brackets are all the same as well. They're not handed, so you haven't got, if you know what I mean. They're all actually the same way. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess. So I think I'll come 3 in. So I'm just going to mark the 1 hole there. Right, same again. Let's drill a little bit of a pilot hole in there. That looks quite nice. Looks quite nice, hopefully you agree. And like I say, there's the TV that's all now covered over with a bag over it and everything, so it's just out of my way. Just out of my way, that's all. Can't believe he's put a TV up. He ain't even got any water on. Which you're right, I haven't. So right, I'll just fit these other brackets now, and that's the first radiator out of the three all fixed on and ready for pipe work and stuff. On the proper hole in there.
So as it goes through.
So it goes through, and then there's no way that, where am I? There somewhere. See, that's screwed straight into there now. That can't come out. Do you get what I've done there?
Yeah. I got you.
You got me. So there'd be one on here as well. But this is a bit more awkward because I'm gonna have to go in from underneath. So again, I'll pop that in. And if that's perfectly underneath, in fact, I can tighten that now, can't I? I'm wondering whether those screws would actually punch straight through that plastic, but I'm not 100% they will.
They probably will actually.
They might do. The thing is, it's all that stress is then put on that thread, isn't it? So I think this way just leaves. It just gives it a start, you know, so it will. That's it. Lock it there. So these caps now go on there. Look. Oh, that's got to come off. So even though it's getting dark, it's a little job that we can just cross off. Even though I know we've probably got to pull these off it way to. Can you just just want that drip bit. Even though they've probably got to come off so we can all be on them. All the fitting work's done then, isn't it? So there's that and that. So I'm just gonna knit these up quickly. It's the thing, isn't it? You know, it's like, I don't know what time it is. I bet it's not even 4 o'clock, is it?
No.
So I'll look at rigging some lights up first thing, I think, when I get back. So I'm only nipping this up just so I know where all the parts are. I think I might just raise that up. I was actually going to put that in that second one, but ooh. I can't get this. Oh, there it goes. That's it. So I just pop these on just so they're not super tight. Those aren't they? They are literally just nipped up. Just so really the fitting work's done, isn't it? And then
Yeah. And there you have it. One tail row.
one towel row.
Just need to switching on now.
Right, about switching on. It needs something. It needs a little bit more work, does that? Okay, so that's a few little jobs done, not much for this first video back. So we'll wish you a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We're actually going to go to Devon, I think, for New Year.
Yeah, so we're with family for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. And we'll probably be a bit twitchy after that with all them kids. So we're going to jump in the van and head down towards Devon, aren't we? We're hoping to be in Brixham for New Year in the van.
That's again if we ain't locked down.
Who knows? But we're going to hope to do that. So we'll have a New Year break and then come out all guns blazing.
Fucking crack on.
We have ordered a ton of stuff, haven't we? So, you know, it's not going to land this week. So, you know, we'll start early in the new year and really get cracking. So we'll put a video on our van channel, Fran and Mark Van Travellers, about that, I guess. We would have been doing a whole documentary stuff on Spain and everything, wouldn't we? But
yeah.
Hey ho. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a super Christmas and a very prosperous, and let's hope we all have a better 22.
Yeah.
Because I think we're all pretty fed up, aren't we? Right, see you for now.
See you later.
See you, bye.
Bye.
Bye.